We're Dennis and Liz, full-time RVers who at the start of 2020 started off on an epic journey RVing Mexico. In last week's episode, we said our goodbyes to Thelma and this wonderful RV park where we spent the last 3 months in self-isolation before we start to make our way back to the US.
Oh, boy. Good morning. It is 6:45 a.m. here in Isla Guada. We woke up very early for us, at least. 6:45 is very early for us, because today we have a big drive ahead of us. We have about a 7-hour drive to our next destination, which is a free camping spot, I think in the state of Veracruz. We don't normally like to do this much of a drive in one day. If you know us, we like to stick around 4 or 5 hours max, but there's really not much in terms of camping that are comfortable in between here and our next big destination. So we're just kind of trying to power through. We found this really beautiful camping spot that's supposed to be next to a waterfall. That hopefully will be nice. We shall see. But we also realized we are out of cat food, and we now have to make an additional detour to Petco about halfway through our drive so that we can get our cats food this morning. So bright and early is needed because we have a big day ahead of us. So now we're going to wrap things up around the RV. We have a few things we need to pack up outside. It's been 3 months since we've actually packed up the RV for moving, so we're going to take it nice and slow and make sure we're being thorough and not missing anything. So giving ourselves extra time is a good thing today because we're a little rusty as RVers. First things first though, my job right now is to make coffee. How is there already a fly in here? I think it was in here all night. We've been having quite the fly situation.
Oh my God. There's like at least 15 or 20 giant, maybe more flies. Oh, look at them all on the roof in here.
That will be one thing Oh, there he is.
There's 2 of them.
There's 2?
There's one in the back there. There's more have come in.
That's ridiculous. Let me get it. Got it! Oh man, I'm on a roll! It's early, but man, my reflexes are top notch. Time to pull a slide in. How do you feel about it, Ollie? We are gonna go get you food though. That's part of the moving. Okay, he blinked. One blink means he's okay with it because we're getting food.
I feel like you're projecting a little bit.
So now, if you come to Freedom Shores, you can find our sticker on the restaurant La Gringa. If you didn't know we have stickers, they're available for purchase. But if you become a patron, one of our community members, you get to know us on a deeper level, support our channel, you also get a sticker. But we're running behind. I'm sure the new states are annoyed with us. We were supposed to leave at 8:30. Pretty sure it's close to 9 now. We're still packing up. We tried. We're doing our best.
Vámonos.
He's a pro. We are officially ready. For real.
Oh yeah.
Oh, gracias por todo.
Oh, thank you, guys. We shouldn't get close to each other.
Oh, oops.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, COVID. Oops.
Tengo ganas de darte un abrazo.
Pero no se puede.
I don't know.
Okay, an air hug.
Air hug.
Okay.
Next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So I really don't want to be leaving, but Liz put it probably the best yesterday is we got so comfortable here. It was so nice being here that nothing would have ever made us want to leave. Bye.
And how would you say I'm fine?
Estoy bien.
I'm not fine.
No estoy bien. So ready? I'm in a hurry. Estoy apurada. That's a good one. I'm gonna write it down.
I don't know.
No sé.
Okay, perfect. Now, how do you say
like that very belief in an order is also what started to make things really turn around.
One of the coolest parts about RVing through Mexico is getting to drive through all these cute little towns. We've passed several little beach towns right on the water as we head back to Villahermosa, and to me this is like getting to see the authentic Mexico. People are out working, just doing their own thing. You get to see all of the bright colored houses and businesses and schools. It's just such a unique feeling that's really hard to capture on film to show you guys, that it's kind of like you just have to come here and experience it yourself. And because there's topes all through the towns to slow people down, you really have to go slow, take it in.
Tope. Boing. Boing.
So we made it to the mall. We're not actually shopping, obviously, but we did find a Petco in the mall. Everything was shut down inside. I had to step on like a mat to clean my feet. And then they, of course, test your temperature, gave us hand sanitizer, but nothing was open except for Petco. But they had our cat food.
Thank God.
Yes, thank God. Now we're gonna have a snack, use the bathroom, just kind of quickly eat, and then continue on our way. But this was about a halfway stop, so we have about 3.5, 4 more hours ahead of us.
Come on, buddy.
He's gonna get some water.
Come on, buddy.
You guys still trying to figure out if we're moving more? What's going on? We were able to get a Petco delivery while we were on Isla Aguada. We ended up stocking up on food and cat litter pretty much right when we arrived, but we tried to place another order about 3 weeks back, and for some reason it wouldn't accept our payment, it wouldn't take our card, so we had to make a stop here. But if you have pets that have a special diet requirement that's often sold for like a prescription food, you can get access to that. You don't have to show your prescription here in Mexico at all. Also, big tip, always have food prepared so you're not cooking or prepping your lunch on travel days. We had dedicated leftovers and snacks prepped so that we could easily just munch, cook, and go. 3 years later, we finally are listening to our own advice.
As we learned with Thelma, calentar las sobras, which means reheat the leftovers.
¿Podemos campear aquí? Acampar, sí. Ok, 60, so it's 60 per person. Ok, cada noche. Queramos quedar por esta noche y mañana también, pero depende del clima mañana porque si hay mucha lluvia. Hola! Hola!
That's quite an adventure down.
We are in the jungle.
We are, big time.
You know where you are? You're in the jungle, baby.
We are in the jungle.
Guns N' Roses.
This is jungle camping. This is like our first off-grid, truly off-grid camping here in Mexico. This is a beautiful spot right next to the river and waterfalls. It's dry camping and the spots are beautiful but really unlevel. So to combat that, we're gonna be using our leveling blocks and trying to make the most of it. How are we doing?
It's as good as it's gonna get, so we're doing good.
This is beautiful.
It is very nice, don't get me wrong, it is very nice. But there's a lot of rain, and this area has a lot of clay apparently, so the river's just kind of muddy.
So this place is very rural. There's chickens, turkeys, dogs, cows mooing. And there's no cell reception. So when you come here, be ready to unplug and be in nature, which is kind of nice. I'm enjoying knowing I can't just pull out my phone.
Yeah.
Okay. Está bien, está bien. Right now, we are in the middle of a jungle in Mexico, sitting next to a waterfall.
This is what we're doing with our Friday.
It's just crazy that we're so fortunate to be able to go to all of these unique places, constantly travel and find new, exciting things to do. It's moments like these, I'm very grateful.
Mm-hmm. Very true, very true. Yeah, I could easily complain about how long I sat behind the steering wheel today, but this is, you're right, like, we came here to see this, and now we are. And I could have been sitting behind a desk or behind a bar for the same amount of hours and not had this at the end of it.
Just gone home and done the same thing, the same routine. We're choosing to live different. And the exciting thing is that you can too. Well, you don't have to go to Mexico. There are beautiful and exciting places to explore all over. It's just about choosing a different path and making it happen. Dogs are barking. I actually slept surprisingly well last night considering it's extremely humid here and rather warm, but honestly this morning it feels wonderful. The sun is out, shining on the river, got a good night's sleep. This was a beautiful spot to enjoy. Those dogs are going crazy. I slept inside on the couch, so heat rises, don't want to be up on the hot bed without AC. And Dennis slept out on the hammock, kept it a little more fresh like they say in Mexico here. It's so peaceful and quiet here. Last night the frogs were, I don't even know what sound a frog makes, but they were making the craziest noises. It sounded like an alarm was going off, but nature's alarm. It was really cool. But instead of us staying 2 nights like we originally planned, it's just a little too hot and humid for us, and we're going to be more comfortable at the next destination, which is Puebla. We've already probably seen that trailer park where we stayed just outside of Puebla in Cholula not that long ago on YouTube World, but honestly in real time it was like 3 months ago. We're going to go back there. It's just a nice stop point. We know that they have good electricity, water dump, so that's where we're headed today. We need to get packing up because it's another big drive. But if you're coming to Mexico, especially if it's the winter months, I definitely suggest coming to this spot. We'll have a link down to where we camped below. Check it out because it really, really is beautiful. And I'm sure when it's not the rainy season and the water is all blue, it would be so much fun to jump in, cool off, and swim here. incredible.
Yeah.
We went up huge mountains. We were so high, we were literally in the clouds.
Well, the crazy thing is we've gone down that same exact road and it was beautiful the first time, but this time it was like magical.
We made it to Puebla. That means we have access to great restaurants that are still doing to-go orders, just like you've had in the United States for months, which we haven't really had access to. So, since food is so cheap, yet so good here, we're totally caving in and taking advantage of all of the amazing food we can before we leave.
I don't think it's a cave-in. Like, we need to do this now because the farther north we get, the less of an opportunity we're going to have to eat at badass restaurants for this cheap.
So we're going to an Italian restaurant, which I know is kind of funny in Mexico, Italian, right? Hey, but this is supposed to be incredible handmade pasta. They are chefs who study under some of the best chefs in LA at Italian restaurants. So it's supposed to be superb based on the reviews. The menu looks incredible. We're getting an appetizer, a salad, we're getting a sandwich, 2 pasta dishes, and desserts, and it's all under $36 US. Pretty much veg out, work the next few days before we make it to our next destination, which will actually be a new spot we have yet to visit and share with you. So stay tuned for our next video. We're probably going to sign off this vlog here and now. We hope you're doing well. We'll see you next week for Mexico Monday. Oh, and if you haven't already liked this video, now would be the time to do that. And subscribe if you're not already subscribed.
Got to break in the rain clouds, so I'm gonna get a quick workout in before I color grade this video. Got my training station set up over here. Let's do this. So that was the first round of cardio and then core. I got 2 more full rounds of doing this, but I'm not gonna make you sit through it. You can get the drift. Wish me luck.